Good morning. Hello, everyone. This is a recap for the orientation for the PAT310 exams in pharmacology. I totally recognize how stressed you are, uh, and I know for sure that you need more and more guidance. That's why I'm providing this in order to help you with the last days, to help you in the last days while preparing for your exam. So I hope this is going to be useful. First of all, I'm going to address some frequently asked questions and clarifications. And then I'm going to say a word about the practical revision. And at the end, I am going to go again through the ILOs, not one by one, just to show you how you can use them now to prepare for your end of module and end of year exams. Also, I'm going to provide the drug list that has been long waited for. So let's start with the questions. First of all, you can find in your ILOs some keywords or action verbs like describe, explain, enumerate, mention, compare, and analyze. These words are actually very important in how you study. Whenever you find the word describe, please try to know all the details associated with this ILO. Everything, all details. Questions can come in any detail. So this is whenever you find the word describe. When you find the word explain, well, this might be itself be the basis of an explanation question in your end of year exam, in your written exam. However, the explanation questions in your end of year exam might cover anything that you can explain. Why you use a certain drug in a certain situation while you don't use another. So this is basically comparing between them or saying differences between them. Or when you explain the use of a certain drug in a certain situation, this might be another way of asking you to describe its mechanism of action. Or explain questions as well might target some properties of drugs that make them suitable for certain situations or certain types of patients, or that make them contraindicated, or explanations of why certain side effects occur with certain medications. So basically, explanation questions are going to be I don't want to say the hardest questions, but these 6 explanation questions, each is worth of 1 mark. These are the ones that are going to show who exactly are studying deeply and are reading every word and are aware of the underlying concepts behind what's written. Enumeration and mention keywords. This points to more superficial level of knowledge, where you just need to know the headlines or the enumerating side effects or adverse effects means you're going to mention them, not in details. When you find an ILO with compare, it means that whatever you are comparing, you need to know the facts about everything. About everything you're comparing. Like if you're comparing between two classes of medications, this again entails that you know the details about each class of them. Analyze also implies that you want to know deep information, or you want to know how the basic concepts reflect on a clinical practice or on drug choices, on whatever. Some confusions also arose by different words that actually mean the same thing. Like when we say basic pharmacology and therapeutics, basic pharmacology and pharmacotherapy of a certain drug, or basic and clinical pharmacology, these are all the same thing. This is telling you simply study everything about this drug, because basic pharmacology means chemistry, if it's written, kinetics and dynamics. And dynamics means the action, the mechanism of action, and the actual pharmacological actions. So this is the basic pharmacology. Now the clinical pharmacology means what this drug is used for, indications. It means the routes, the dosage forms, and again the cautions, like the adverse effects that you need to avoid, the contraindications, the drug interactions. So it's basically everything. So cautions again include adverse effects, contraindications, drug-drug, and drug-food interactions. Some asked me, there are certain ILOs that are not clearly stated in the book. I want to reassure you, even if the question looks a bit complex, or the ILO, it looks a bit complex, at the end of the day, we base the model answer upon what's written in your book. It will never, model answer, which is used to mark your question, it never comes from outside your book. Drug names. I'm providing a list of drug names, and I'm going to say more when we actually open this list. I have said before that we are going to have 3 questions about uses. At that time, I said I will not ask for a particular number of indications in that question, but I changed my mind. It's all for your favor. It's going to be 6 questions about uses, 2 for CNS, 2 for endocrinology, and 2 for chemotherapy, but it's going to require only 2 uses. So this is, I think this is much better for you. Lecture shares, because I indicated before that for each lecture there is a certain number of questions or marks. Sometimes this cannot be very accurate, because some topics they have a big share in the written exam or in the end of year exam, so this reflects on their presence in the end of module exam, but we try to make this as accurate as we can. I have added only 2 concepts to the ILOs. I had to do so. One of them has been added just as a clarification, and the other one is totally new. I am going to make this very clear. Before I move on to the actual documents I am providing you, I don't want you to forget about the practical revision. We have 4 sessions. You already have the timetable, so I don't need to put it again here. Most of the sessions will be held in Hall A, but there will be confirmation because I think Sunday Hall A is not available. Please bring your practical books with you. The clinical book or the practical book. It's going to be very useful, because I want to make sure that we have as many examples to solve as possible, and you will be required to solve in your book, and there will be an assistant lecturer who's going to help you with this to make these revisions as worthwhile as possible. Assignment completers, I am planning or trying to think of a way to reward the assignment completers, those who are going to present a complete book with all assignment pages filled with some answers. I am trying to think about a way to reward them. I have not found that way yet, but I promise to think how to reward these people. So the scientific content for all the sessions in the revision, it is going to be the same, but the exercises might differ a little bit to encourage you to attend as many times as possible. I am trying to I will try to make them record these sessions, but I'm not very sure that this is going to succeed. So try to attend as much as you can. But I am sure that all sessions will be very beneficial, and I hope you get the most out of them. So now I am going to walk you through the documents that I am sending you, but due to technical issues, I will do this in a separate video. So um, this is going to be, I'm going to present this in a separate video, so please refer to the second video to be able to walk through these documents. Thank you.